What's up, guys? We are back from vacation, and it was a very fun trip. So, did what I needed to do, went down to San Diego, got qualified for nationals in this game called Final Fantasy TCG. And yeah, it was a really fun weekend, seeing the friends down there and everything. But a lot of craziness happened during this week since we were gone. So let's talk about some of the biggest things, which is the new event that is coming out today, token price, what's going on with that. Those are the big things that kind of have happened. So they're doing another event. This event will look oddly familiar to people because it's essentially the same event that they did 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago now. This is, you buy a box, you buy 10 boxes for 100 BSLT at the cow shop. Inside that box, you're going to get either one of these things. So you're either going to get a land airdrop coupon, MEGA BOX. You're either going to get, so that's the coupon. You're either going to get a MEGA land airdrop ticket, which means you got a MEGA land. You're either going to get an extra large airdrop ticket, meaning you got an extra large land. A large land airdrop ticket, meaning again you got a large land. A medium large airdrop ticket, and same thing, medium land, and then a standard land airdrop ticket, standard land. So you're either going to get a raffle coupon, which if you collect 200 of these guys, then you are going to be able to get a land as well, guaranteed. And you're still going to be into the raffle. But they added these other prizes where you can just straight up win extra large, mega, medium lands just by opening up the boxes. And then next up, the consolation prize, the bad prizes, is 15 BSLT, 30 BSLT, 1,000 BSLT, and 10,000 BSLT. So at face value, this looks almost identical to the last event, but there could be some significant changes here. And this event could be worse or could be significantly better. It looks like it's significantly better because, hey, you have this new chance to just straight up win land, but we'll have to see. And this event is running on for a week. Then there's also the secondary part of this event. They said rewards based on cumulative number of land airdrop coupons attained. So the person who acquires the most land airdrop coupons will actually just win straight up a mega land. Second and third person who get the most tickets will win an extra large land. Fourth and through to sixth will get a large land, and seventh through 10th will get a medium land. So they're trying to really promote people to go and buy tickets, and they're just giving out big prizes. So if you spend 100,000 BSLT, you might be in the top there, or maybe even more than that, and you might win one of these rewards. Again, definitely a whale event. Now, they also are doing the random raffle just like last time. So the first person will get extra large, second person, 2 people are going to get large, 3 people are going to get medium, and 4 people are going to get standard. So let's talk about how this could potentially be worse than the last event. So the only way that this could actually be worse than the last event is if the drop rates on the BSLT is adjusted down. So last event, it was about maybe like 15% for the 15 BSLT and maybe about 7% for the 30 BSLT. So if what they do is they make the 30 BSLT like a 2% chance, they dramatically lower the 30 BSLT and make that just less, then this event could be worse. Same thing. They also could make the 1,000 and the 10,000 or the 100,000 BSLT a lot lower. So, maybe last time it was a 1% chance to get 1,000, and now they're going to make it 0.0001. So they could have made the bigger drops a lot worse. That is pretty much the only way that I can see this event being worse than the last one. Them giving away free megas and free extra larges and so forth just by opening up a box is a crazy value, even if it is a less than 1% chance. Also, the fact that when you collect your 200 tickets, you can now open up and get a mega land by doing this. That is a very big chance, even if it is a 0.000001% chance. Just still having the chance to win a mega land is very valuable. These things are around like $7,000. So This is going to have the same 150,000 boxes. There's 15,000 bundles, but I believe this will probably sell out day one because, again, they have that competition forcing the whales to go spend a whole bunch. Like, yeah, a whale should just come up here and just spend like 500,000 BSLT buying boxes after boxes after boxes. And I'm pretty sure if they did that, they would probably make a ton of money in the long run, either via selling the houses or by working on the houses and earning that BSLT back. So, I mean, if I had an infinite amount of funds, I would definitely just throw a whole bunch of money at this event. Because this is also land on server number 2. So land on server number 2 is more valuable than server number 1. They have higher dividends. After this event, the lands will be a lot more equal, so the dividend won't be as high, but the player population on server number 2 is still higher than server number 1, meaning there's more renters out there, so the dividends will still be a little bit higher, maybe not like this 5 times the amount, because dividend came out and the announcement was crazy. Server 2 got like 50 BSLT for their small, and server 1 got 10 BSLT for their small, give or take, right? Crazy amounts of dividends for server number 2. It was anticipated, but it wasn't anticipated to be that big, like that dramatic. There was a meme that was running around. It's like server 1 was getting their balls kicked in because it sucked. So yeah, that is the big thing. And then we have to talk about the token price because this event is directly correlated with the token price, right? Before the event announcement, I saw this down to as low as 23 cents for the token price. And now the token price is, bada boom, 26. Let's refresh this. So 26 cents right now, almost 27. When they announced this, it went from literally like 23 cents, 24 cents at that time, all the way up to 29 cents. Like a massive spike because people were loading up on tokens because they were ready for this event, getting ready for the event. So I think 29 cents has been the peak as of the last couple of days. And I do expect the token price to go up during the beginning of this event and then again go back down. As we saw last time, it spiked up and then it went back down. When XL Games sold some, other players sold some. So very, very interesting to see. We'll see if we can get past 29 cents. I would expect, honestly, as the event sounds so good on paper, I would expect people in game to just start winning land tickets, the FOMO kicking in, people seeing the boxes disappear, them rushing to buy tokens. I do expect it to probably get to like 35 cents. That's my guess. So later today, I expect this token probably to get to 35 cents and then just crater down afterwards. Like that's what I think is going to happen. So if that happens, right, there's 2 ways to play it. You either buy the token now to potentially open up the boxes and try your luck, or you could buy the token now and then sell the token when it gets over that 30 cents, the 32, the 33, 34, so forth. Like there's 2 different really good ways, in my opinion, on how to play this. I personally did buy some tokens. I bought some tokens at 27 cents earlier today. So I loaded up. I have, I think about 6,000 tokens right now, give or take. And then we're probably going to destroy another large house to get another 2,500 tokens. So those tokens are locked in game. Some of these tokens are on my account. I haven't decided whether I'm going to deposit them to open the boxes yet. We're going to open up a little bit of boxes, at least get 200 tickets. But don't know if we're going to do more than. I think we can get a max of like almost 90 boxes if I calculated everything correctly on my account. So we'll see. Are we going to open up 90 boxes or are we just going to open up 30? I don't know yet. We'll have to see how people are doing, what the token price is at. Because, if the token price does go up to 35 cents, it's probably smarter to just sell your tokens at that and take that what is that, like a 30% increase in token price in a day? Like that's a really good value right there. But then again, like the land should be more valuable in the long run, right? So 6 months from now, 12 months from now, the land that you are getting from this event, should pay itself back and give you extra money. I did some quick math while we were on the airplane, and it's just crazy. Like the small land gives like 150% return in 1 year is what I kind of came with. Obviously, it fluctuates, it goes up and down. But yeah, like if you have a small land and then, between renting it or using it yourself, you're going to get approximately around 100 to 150% return on your investment, which means that if you bought the land for say $200 in 1 year, if you sold all of those profits from the land, you would have already gotten about $200 to $300. Just mind blowing. And you still own the land too. Like you literally still own the land. So the land paid for itself and now everything else is profit. So literally it's like the longer the game survives and thrives, land will be more and more valuable. And as people realize this, I expect the land prices to go up. So this kind of came about because on Asia, there's really no small lands for sale. The cheapest like small land is like I think 300 or 350 someone was saying, and I'm like, that's still really cheap, man. Like even at that price, land is still very, very valuable, and it should actually go higher. So my calculations, I was saying like a small land should be worth approximately like $600, and then like a medium land like $1,200. We're definitely nowhere near that in the American server because we have 2 servers. But I do think that over time, when people realize how profitable land is, as long as Archean prices stay up and labor prices stay up, then I think these land prices are just going to skyrocket. Like I did, to get some of these funds, to get some of this BSLT, I sold one of my lands, and because the thought process was like, hey, if I sell a land, I could potentially earn 2 lands or get BSLT back and then a land. So I thought it was a good value proposition to sell a land. I sold one of my extra largest lands. We'll see if any of the other ones sold. I put a couple of my extra large lands up for sale because it's so hard to rent an extra large land. And literally right now for a player, you don't want to be using anything above like a medium, really. Medium is the best land to be using as a player, in my opinion. Myself personally, I'm almost to the point where I should start be using larges because almost all of my Archean machines are upgraded to Grand. And so once that happens, then now you start upgrading them to rare status, and those can only be placed on the medium house, which uses the large land. But there's also just the better thing to do is just to go get more mediums, like go rent more mediums from other players. And we're starting to see on server 1, mediums are starting to appear on the world. Player owned mediums and XL Games own mediums. So like there's just a lot of calculations that you can do, and definitely you have to do your own calculations. Honestly, everything is your own risk. You're taking your own risk on any investment that you're making. Don't take anyone's word for anything, even myself, right? Don't believe everything I say. Check the numbers, do the math yourself, crunch numbers, and see what you think is best to do. So for me, I'm personally thinking that it would be better to buy more mediums or rent more mediums from XL Games and the players. So I probably will be doing that rather than upgrading my machines to rare or to grand. But we'll see. I'm still going to calculate more things. It just also makes it easier if you have a larger house. Then it takes less time to do those things. So right now we're currently around like an hour and a half every single day for doing one cycle, and then I have to do that twice. So it's about 3 hours right now of doing houses every single day. So like literally that's a lot of work and processing, just jumping through portals and clicking on the buttons. I wish that things would be a little bit quicker to process on the processing machines. But yep, it is what it is. I mean, you do what you do to make money and make profits. And it is still enjoyable. Like my character is slowly getting stronger. I think we're at like 16,300 gear score right now. So we're creeping up there because obviously with all this Archeum that we're producing, we got to use some of this. We are selling some to the Blue Salt vendor now, since we are producing so much Archeum per day. I think it's like 150,000 Archeum per day. So selling some to the Blue Salt stars, and then also just upgrading the character and upgrading the gear. That's another video. We'll talk about that. Some of the things that I find really odd in game, actually, because there's some really crazy things that people are just throwing out in game, like odd things that just don't make any sense to me. But we'll touch upon that in another video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have the best of luck, and I'll see you after maintenance.